Hi, we are Diabetes Consciousness. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we discuss a topic classified as a syndrome of our civilization, obesity, and its impact on the onset of type 2 diabetes. There is a direct relationship between obesity, metabolic syndrome, and the onset of type 2 diabetes mellitus, a relationship that has a well-established timeline. In obesity, the number of calories consumed and stored is more significant than what the body's metabolism can burn daily. The body accumulates excess calories in fat, which causes an imbalance or dysregulation in its functioning. This accumulation of calories in fat, typical of obesity, negatively impacts people's health. So negative that we are talking about generalized inflammatory processes that lead to chronic degenerative diseases in thousands of people today. Obesity is known as the world's worst health pandemic because it affects millions worldwide, leading to metabolic diseases such as type 2 diabetes. As we said at the beginning, there is a direct relationship between obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. When we refer to metabolic syndrome, we are talking about a health condition that increases the probability of developing cardiovascular diseases and other metabolic disorders, including diabetes. Obesity, especially central obesity, is considered one of the main components of metabolic syndrome. What is central obesity? Central obesity, also known as abdominal obesity or visceral obesity, refers to the accumulation of excess fat in the abdominal area, especially around the waist. Its characteristic is the presence of a large waist circumference, a circumference greater than 102 centimeters in men and 88 centimeters in women. This fat accumulation around the abdomen is associated with an increased risk of insulin resistance and other metabolic complications. Let us remember what this insulin resistance consists of. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas, and its primary function is to regulate glucose metabolism, allowing cells to use glucose as a source of energy and helping to maintain blood glucose levels within a healthy range. Insulin resistance occurs when a person excessively increases their visceral fat. Although they continue to produce insulin, the body's cells begin to resist it, do not recognize this hormone, and therefore cannot absorb and utilize blood glucose as an energy source. The concentration of surrounding glucose in the blood increases, establishing a permanent state of hyperglycemia, type 2 diabetes. In response, the nervous system sends a stimulus to the pancreas to produce more and more insulin in its attempt to compensate for this resistance. Over time, the overload on this organ leads to exhaustion, and it stops producing the hormone insulin. Before we move on and learn about 6 strategic guidelines for healthy eating, we want to ask if you think this information is of value to your life. If it is, subscribe to our channel and give us a like to continue fulfilling our mission. If you want to learn about other topics related to diabetes, visit our blog, where you will find issues that will provide you with valuable information. The link is below in the video description. Let us know your questions in the comments and we will answer you. Okay, let's continue. Many people undergo cosmetic surgeries to reduce fat in the abdominal area. Still, they do not understand that the internal fat around the organs we do not see causes a complex endocrinological process in their health. This metabolic alteration produces chronic inflammatory states that begin to deteriorate the whole organism. It starts with insulin resistance, stimulates fatty liver, hypertension, cardiovascular problems, and sleep disorders, finally worsening the person's health. The biggest health problem in the world today is due to obesity caused by the consumption of empty calories. What are empty calories? Empty calories come from false foods, which contain few or no essential nutrients for the body. They are usually products high in calories, but low in nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Therefore, although they provide energy, they do not offer the nutritional benefits needed to maintain health. Some foods that usually contain empty calories are soft drinks, sweets such as jams, syrups, and chocolates, all processed foods, refined products, and fried foods. These products generate an important load of calories for the organism without any metabolic work. In other words, they increase sugar in the body and raise glycemia quickly and intensely. The body must store it in fat, generally fats of lousy origin, initiating a pro-inflammatory process. People who, due to obesity, reach an advanced stage of metabolic syndrome already present such considerable metabolic damage that they are unable to improve with diet correction alone. They usually have symptoms of hypertension, cardiovascular problems, triglycerides and cholesterol, respiratory problems, and sleep disorders. And once the diagnosis is of type 2 diabetes, people can experience various complications, including kidney failure, vascular issues, amputations, blindness, a predisposition to some types of cancer, and other severe complications of diabetes. These complications may appear early or late, but once the patient has obesity, especially morbid obesity or metabolic syndrome, the patient will eventually develop complications. Therefore, maintaining an average weight is not a matter of fashion nor an aesthetic issue. It is an indispensable condition for physical and mental health. The solution is to generate awareness about what we eat and look for pleasant ways to exercise, each one from their particular condition. To say goodbye, we leave you these postulates of Dr. Michael Pollan, an American writer and journalist who has stood out for his focus on food and real food. His books, In Defense of Food and The Omnivore's Dilemma, promote conscious and healthy eating. He tells us, 1. Eat real food that comes from a living organism. Avoid foods that pretend to be what they are not. Avoid artificial. 2. Do not eat anything that does not look like food to your great-grandmother. 3. If it comes from a plant, eat it. 4. Don't eat foods whose labels contain ingredients that a child can't pronounce. 5. Reconnect with the message of satiety that your body sends you. Eat enough without excesses. 6. Enjoy your food and take the time to live a pleasurable experience. Don't forget to like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more informative content on diabetes education. And visit our blog. We leave you the link below. Please leave us your comments, questions, or suggestions below. See you soon.